Good morning. Another part-time weekend rancher episode out here this morning. It's a little chilly. It's a little bit of probably around 30-35 degrees. A lot of frost in the ground. First thing this morning is I got to fix the tire. So we tried to plug it, but the plug would not hold. So they actually had to put an inner tube in it. My father-in-law was generous and actually went to John Deere, got a tube, took it to Mike's. Mike put the tube in, filled it up, and now she's good to go and holding pressure. Jen is somewhere in the field. I think she's actually helping Stella with the tractor. They're trying to put little valve covers on the tire stems while they have an audience to see what's going on. Got a lot to do today. Gonna try to work on the fence line. It's cold, which means it's fence building season. We're going back and trying to clear the other side, RR2, with the excavator, pull some ball wire and some fence. Tires back on. I'm gonna jump in the skid steer. You're gonna see how we're gonna just lift it up really quick with the chain versus using a jack. It's a little quicker, makes it go faster. I'll take off the jack that's underneath it, set it back down, and then we're good to go. Tighten up the bolts, and the Gator will be back in service. Tell I am in the excavator, and the first tree that we're going to start clearing on the south end of the line, try to make it a little bit past where Jennifer is the cedar right here. Just going to go down the line, try to push them over. Jen will probably get in the skid steer, pick them up, grapple them, take them to the burn pile. I think we're going to try to save a couple of them for firewood for my in-laws for next year, but let's see if I can get all of this done until that big poplar that I think we're gonna probably keep or salvage. See how long it takes. It's about 10:45 right now, maybe a little bit before then. See if we can get all this done in a couple of hours, maybe a little bit more. Make it look pretty. Try to make it look like this side over here.
Probably helped that it rained last night. Ground maybe a little bit soft. I'm just gonna stay out of the way. a couple big trees that need to come out. Not as big as that walnut a couple years ago, but they're pretty big. So I'm gonna stay out of the way while he takes down this first of 4 or so. They're pretty big. This one's just nice and tall. Let's see how he manages this one. Alright, JC's making good work of the brush so far. And here we're on to our second bigger tree. And we're trying a new method this year. In years past, you've seen where we come through with a diamond cutter on the skid steer and kind of mow on either side and chop it all up and then pull the barbed wire out. Well, this year we're gonna try and just knock everything over because there's so many big trees in here, and then get the skid steer in here with the grapple and try and pull some stuff out, and then we're gonna cut it up as we pull through. But we got quite a few big trees on this row that we need to remove, and a lot of the barbed wire is embedded in the trees, and it's a hot mess. It's not just like overgrown multiflora rosa or the honeysuckle. It's a lot of big trees in this side. So, and we don't want them to fall on the fence, so we're gonna try and just push them over from the roadside in and then try and pull the barbed wire out. The other thing we're gonna do is try and get the wood out in rounds for myself and my parents to burn for firewood. I think there'll probably be enough here for a couple years, but that'll be next. Later on, once we pull out the bigger ones, cut them into rounds and then save them for the next couple of years. So Josh, JC got the tree, pushed it down, and she fell in the road. Pretty big, but he's trying to pick her up now, get her out of the way. It looks like I got one post down, or one board down on the fence on the other side, but we'll just see. See if you can push her out of the way. Alright, so we've had 2 big trees. This one isn't terribly big, but it is definitely leaning over the road and over our fence. One of the reasons why we want to clear this side up is to get all these older leaning trees. Let's see what happens this time. To the glass again. Alright, that's better than hitting the fence. Not too bad. Alright, that was a good idea. Oh, he's tearing up his road. I'm gonna be happy about that. Okay. No owies, no owies. Come on, big guy. There she goes. It's going! There she goes. There she goes. Oh, don't come back. Slide. Come on. go. There she goes. Oh no, she's stuck. There she goes. Whew! Didn't fall in the road. Yay! Yay!
Jen and the kids moved the cows over from corral 1 into corral 4. They'll hang out here for a couple of days, almost a week, and then we'll probably move them back to corral 2. While they were doing that, I think I made some good progress with the fence line. Downed a lot of trees, some big ones. You can see the size of that crater right there. Started cleaning it up, but like usual, we run out of time being out here trying to do 40 hours of work in 2 days. Little by little, it'll start looking like the other side that already has a 4-board fence. We'll be back out here next weekend. I'll use the skid steer, try to grapple all this stuff up, take it over the burn pile, clean it up. Keep on making progress. And as the sun sets, so does another episode of Part-Time Weekend Rancher. Until next time, keep fighting time and Mother Nature.